Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our September 19th, 2023 Board of Canvassers meeting. Please let the record reflect that all council members or all board members are present. And I invite Vice Chair Ritchie to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. Please stand and join me if you're able. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. Next up, we'll welcome our city recorder, Tracy Hansen.
Good evening. Before you tonight is the results from the primary election, which, as you know, was adjusted in its timeline to new dates. And from what I understand, this is the first time in 70 years that they've changed election dates. And that was to help hold a special election to help fill the Congressional District 2 seat vacated by Chris Stewart. With that, our primary election was then held on September 5th. And in accordance with state law, we are to hold a board of canvass no sooner than 7 days, but no later than 14 days after the election. And the board of canvassers consists of the municipal legislative body and the mayor. And they're charged with declaring the highest number of votes as the nominated person and certifying the vote totals for each candidate. The city recorder is to prepare a report, which is what you see on the screen before you, that has the number of votes cast, the name of each candidate, the name of each office, has results for the voting precincts, which is attached in the long report. Of course, that doesn't show here. The number of ballots rejected, and there's a signature page, which includes a statement certifying that the information contained in the report is accurate, which is to be signed by the Board of Canvassers and the city recorder, and then filed in the official records of the city. So if we take a look at the report, it's a little smaller than I'd like, I apologize. The total number of ballots cast, 10,391 for a voter turnout of about 32%.
Nice.
Which I always find a little discouraging, although it's better than it has been previously. Ballots are sent to each of the registered voters to their homes, so I'd sure love to see a bigger turnout, but that is better than usual. So undelivered ballots was about 3%, about 4%. 1,226 ballots were undeliverable, came back for they couldn't forward, or there was no known address, or the person was no longer at that address. So if we go through the results then for the race of mayor, Ben Nadolski and Taylor Knuth have been nominated. We'll go to the general election. For at-large seat C, we had a unique situation in this seat where Mr. Jules Garcia withdrew. The ballots were printed, so inserts were put in instructing voters that votes would not count for that candidate. And then Ms. Laura Gale withdrew after ballots were counted, but in accordance with state law, it was done sooner than more than 65 days before the general election. And state code indicates then that the next person with the most votes is then nominated. So in that seat, council at-large seat C, Sean Myers and J. Levi Anderson are nominated, and will proceed to the general election. In Council District 4, Dave Graff and Stephen Van Wagner are nominated with the highest votes and will go to the general election. At the bottom of the report just gives us a little summary of ballots returned but not counted. There were 193, and then it gives the reasons why they wouldn't have been counted. such as they were returned past the deadline, signatures did not match the voter record, some were returned unsigned, two were empty envelopes, 3 were signed by somebody other than voters, and 1 ballot was returned without an envelope, so we had no signature to match. For provisional ballots, there were 13 cast, 11 were counted. They couldn't provide or didn't provide proof of residency, and another one was determined invalid because they did not provide any information other than really their name and then made their vote. They didn't provide proof of identity or residency, so that vote was not counted. When there's situations like this that happen, when something comes in like that, the voter is contacted by letter, by email, and by phone call. All 3 of those things, if we have that information for them, and they're told what needs to be taken care of. If your signature, you didn't sign your envelope, they come in, they can sign their envelope, and then their vote is counted. So all of these 193 ballots, these people were given opportunity to come in and to resolve the issue, whatever the issue was with their ballot. So if you have any questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. But if not, I would request that you certify the results, and we'll move to the general.
Any questions for Tracy? I'm not seeing any, and I really appreciate your report. I love looking at the precinct results as well. Okay, for this, we're going to do a voice vote to approve or certify the primary election results for 2023. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Make a motion.
And that,
Do you need a motion?
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Then I'll make a motion that we
You're right.
that we certify the results presented for the September 5th, 2023 municipal ballot or municipal primary election.
Second.
I have a motion from Board Member Heyer, a second from Board Member Lopez to certify the results. A voice vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, I'm really glad it didn't change in the meanwhile. Thank you. Sorry about that. And thank you again so much, Tracy. And congratulations to all of you moving forward. And thank you to all of you that ran in this election as well. So we'll adjourn from this
Motion to
meeting.
adjourn?
Thank you.
Second.
A motion from Board Member Heyer, second from Board Member Blair to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Awesome, thank you. Just let me know when we're ready to start the next meeting. And we all have to sign this too. This way first. All set? I'm assuming you all are still set? Good, okay. Okay, welcome everyone to the Ogden City Council meeting of September 19th, 2023. Please let the record reflect that all council members are present. And this evening, we're very excited to welcome our diversity commissioners to help do some recognitions for us. I think we're going to have Chair Sharday Jones join us first to recognize Weber Human Services Prevention Team in honor of Suicide Prevention and Awareness Month. And then second for recognizing Latinos in Action programs in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. Welcome.
Hello, thanks for having us. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Good, good. All right, thanks for having us today. In honor of Hispanic Heritage and Suicide Prevention Month, I'd like to present 2 organizations making a difference here in Ogden for the City Council to recognize publicly. So first up, we have our Latinos in Action, Ben Lomond High School, Ogden Preparatory Academy, and Highland Junior High. Latinos in Action, LIA, offers an asset-based approach to bridging the graduation and opportunity gap for Latino students, working from within the educational system to create positive change. The program operates as a year-long elective course taught by highly qualified teachers at the middle school, junior high, and high school levels. The end goal of everything LIA does is to empower Latino youth to lead and strengthen their communities through their college career readiness. They accomplish this by focusing on 4 pillars: leveraging personal cultural assets, excelling in education, serving the community, and developing leadership skills. Because of this unique combination, the LAA model has proven effective throughout the United States. In 2015, LAA was awarded the White House Bright Spot for Hispanic Education by the White House Initiative on Excellence in Hispanic Education. Currently, we have LAA programs at Ogden Preparatory Academy, Ben Lomond High, Highland Junior High School, Mount Fort Junior High, Mount Ogden Junior High, and Ogden High. Today, we are joined by the teacher running the programs at Ben Lomond High School, Ogden Preparatory Academy, and Highland Junior High, and some of their students. Give it a hand to our Latinos in Action. I think we have some of our students in the back.
Maybe we can get a picture after.
Yes. Yeah, stay for a picture.
Stay for the picture.
And just firsthand, I know all of the great work that the LAA students do in all of the schools, Ogden, Weber County. It's a great organization for our students to be able to showcase their talent. So I'm super excited to have them here. Next, we have our Weber Human Services Prevention Team. The Weber Human Services Prevention Team serves Morgan and Weber counties as their designated local substance abuse authority prevention provider. The prevention team includes Susanna Burt, Jason Skinner, Jess Brewer, Kimberly Crookston, Araceli Warner, and Mercy Jacobo. They coordinate substance use disorder prevention and mental health promotion strategies. They do this by working with community coalitions and local partners such as Ogden Raptors, Ogden City, Two Brothers Counseling, and Weber Morgan Health Department. Over the past year, in collaboration with local coalitions, they have served over 50,000 residents with multiple programs addressing the key factors influencing mental health and substance use. They currently work with Weber Communities That Care, Bonneville Communities That Care, Fremont 5 Communities That Care, Roy Communities That Care, Project Success, and Morgan County. They're looking to develop a Ben Lomond coalition in tandem with the community and the high school. So we can look forward to great work in the Ben Lomond area too. So that's really exciting. So thank you for your guys' work.
Thank you.
All right.
And I think they had a big anniversary celebration this last weekend too, which I was not able to attend, but I heard it was wonderful. Happy anniversary.
So I think, did anyone from the LA team want to say anything today?
Yeah, feel free.
Just have any remarks?
I see someone thinking about it. Come on up. We'd love to hear from you, and then we'll get a photo.
And then after that, if we want to have someone from the prevention team, if you guys have something to say also,
Come on
you can
up.
address the council as well.
Come on up. Introduce yourself and make some comments. Welcome.
Thank you. I am the new LA teacher at Ben Lomond High School, and I'm accompanied by 4 of my wonderful students today. If they could stand up, I would love for them to be recognized, and there's a few other students as well. So I'd love for them to stand up and be recognized. They are doing amazing work, and they are so dedicated to not only the class, but serving the community. So I'm really happy for them to be here and be recognized by all of you. So thank you for the opportunity. We're very grateful.
And thank you for supporting them and all of their work. Let's do this comment first.
Okay. I was gonna ask if
Yeah,
there's so few of them, if they could come and introduce themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Crookston with Weber Human Services Prevention. And over the last, I've worked here for 3 years and worked on the Live On campaign in Weber and Morgan County. And last year we really focused on just Ogden City area. And we were able to partner with the Raptors to have a game and promote the Live On campaign, which is a stigma reduction campaign, and also it's a statewide campaign developed by the State Suicide Prevention Coalition. And we are really working to try to teach people to reach out for help when they need it, and to also recognize the signs of suicide in a loved one or a friend, and be able to talk about it and know where to find those resources to get help. The Raptors have been really supportive in this as well. And so we also held another event this summer to highlight veteran mental health. And we partnered with Continue Mission. Another grant that we have is a gun safe grant, basically. And it's also through the state of Utah, but it was for Weber and Morgan counties. And since in the last fiscal year, we were able to give away 472 handgun safes, and it was largely due to the help of the Ogden Police Department, because they're also working to increase safety in our environments, which is one of our protective factors. So just one challenge I'd like to make. The only way to reduce suicide in our communities is to learn more about it and to talk about it. And the Live On campaign has an Instagram Live On playbook that anyone can go to. It's 10 lessons under 10 minutes apiece. And you can just learn all about how to recognize the signs, how to talk to someone if you're worried about them, and how to help them find help. So anyway, thank you so much for having us here. And we really appreciate our community partners that have helped us in our cause.
Thank you. Thanks so much for your work. I just said thank you for your work. And Councilmember Lopez had a great idea that the LIA students should come up and introduce themselves and tell us like what grade you're in and what you like about being in Latinos in Action. If you want to, come on up. You can do it.
And I'd love to hear, where are you from? If you're from Ogden or from another area, I would love to hear that. Don't be shy. Ladies first. Come on.
Come on.
You can do this.
I know it seems scary, but we're not that scary.
Okay. My name is Biene Vargas. I am a junior, so in 11th grade, and I am from California.
Thank you.
And stay up here because then we'll get a photo in a minute too.
My name is Adrian Aleman. I'm a senior, and I'm from here.
Ooh, you're going to make it. And I love your sweater.
My name's Abel Harris. I'm a junior this year, and I'm from St. George, Utah.
Nice.
Hello, I'm David Rincon. I'm a junior, 11th grade, and I'm an Ogden native.
All right.
Hi, I'm Eliana O'Day. I'm in 8th grade, and I'm from Highland Junior High School, and I live here.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Anaya Gomez, and I'm a freshman at Highland, and I was born here.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Estrada, and I'm a freshman in Ogden Preparatory Academy, and I'm from here.
Great. Well, thank you all so much. What you can do is you can come and shake all of our hands. It looks like you want to say something.
Quick question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
¿Cuántos hablan español? Que levanten la mano. ¿Casi todos? Ok. Yo me llamo Luis López, yo soy de Guadalajara. Y es un placer tenerlos aquí, ¿ok? Ok. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, so we'll do a picture. If their advisor wants to come up, and Charday, if you want to come up, we'll take a picture.
Guys, come this way over here.
You can come and shake our hands.
This way right here. You raise your hand.
That's my alma mater.
Thank you. Thank you for all of your work in the community. Thank you.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you so much.
muchachos.
Thank you so much.
Mucho gusto.
Thank you for all of your hard work.
¿Qué hablas español o no?
Thank you.
Ok, ¿y acá? No, nada. ¿Tú? Sí. Ok, muy bien.
We don't have the other tall guy though, so it shouldn't be anywhere.
We have some Ogden
Scoot this way. Scoot this way.
Yeah, come on over, man.
They're going to take a picture right here. Oh, come on over.
Move the girls in front. Let's be right here.
If you're not 6'10", you're welcome to stand next to me.
I'll keep separation on ours.
You know how to-
No, I thought we were all still moving that way.
I don't want Mary to be alone.
Okay, everybody looking here. 1, 2, 3.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, if the prevention folks want to come up for a picture, they can. The prevention people, they might want a picture.
We're back. The prevention.
Other folks.
Okay. Prevention. Yeah.
I know.
They weren't all grouped, were they?
Ay, nice. Thank you. Yeah. Well, thank you, Roger.
¿En la ciudad? That's fun.
Okay, thanks again, Chair Jones. I think she's behind the pillar over there. Okay, up next we have some consent items. The Ogden Diversity Commission appointments, as well as the Ogden Trails Network Committee appointments.
Chair, I make a motion that we adopt the consent items that are listed in the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Heyer and a second by Councilmember White to adopt the consent.
Councilmember Blair.
Oh, Blair? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Did I sound like Councilmember White?
I don't, I'm.
Yeah,
I am
don't worry
losing
about
my
that.
hearing. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
Councilmember Blair. This is a voice vote.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Now, we have public comments. This evening, our meeting's a little bit short. So this is an opportunity to address the council regarding any concerns or ideas. Oh,
Sorry.
thank you. Any of the Trail Network or Diversity Commission appointees here?
Chair,
think so.
could I pipe
Yeah.
up about the
Sure.
appointments for the Trails Network? District 2 has been without representation for a number of cycles. And so I've talked with some of the folks that drive those things. And they've got a remedy that I think is going to solve this issue. So
Awesome.
hopefully we'll see some. But the reason I wanted to say it here is because if anybody's listening that is from District 2 and has interest in the Trails Network, we encourage you strongly to apply to be on that committee.
Yes, thank you. Okay, great. Up next, we have public comments. Opportunity to address the council regarding any ideas or concerns on any topic. You can step to the podium and state your name for the record, and you have 3 minutes to speak. And if you're online on the Zoom meeting, you can also raise your hand if you have any comments.
Good evening, Madam Chair and members of the council. It's good to be here tonight. I came tonight to introduce myself as the new interim director of the Center of Excellence for Weber County. I didn't ask for this job, but 2 weeks ago, the county commission called me and asked me if I'd be willing to serve as the interim director and see what we can do about improving our work in the county and with the city and with all of the agencies that we work with. I hope that this will be my briefest career job. My intention is to make it as smooth as possible and get through the issues as quickly as possible. So the charge with the county commission is to see if we should keep that organization intact, or if we should dissolve it, or if we should break it into other areas and segment it into other organizations that might help promote that work and do it even better than it has been done in the past. And it's going to take us a few weeks, hopefully not a few months, but we will be doing it thoroughly and getting through the issues as quickly as we can. And I know that the Weber Area Council of Governments has received my information. If you have any questions or you're interested, I'll be making appointments with at least a couple of you to get your opinions and find out what your suggestions are. And I know that Councilman Heyer works with the homeless group, and we'll be interested in that. For those of you that don't understand entirely what COE does, excuse me, we work with homeless issues and general public well-being issues, and we have people who are called resource integration coaches, and they go out into the community based on families that are referred to them to do work with these families and do an interception with intergenerational poverty, so that the cycle of intergenerational poverty doesn't go from parents to children to children to children. And it's a very important work, and we want it to operate as smoothly as possible, and that's what we'll be working on. While I'm up here, let me just say congratulations to Councilman Dodalski and Councilman Blair. I personally appreciate the many years that you've spent serving Ogden City, and I'm very happy that you're going to be here with us at least 2 more years serving the people of Ogden. And
thank you.
So that's all I have to say, because I only have 7 minutes, 7 seconds left. Thank you, and we're willing to work with you in any way you'd like to, and I'll be in touch with you.
Bob, you got to tell us your name.
Oh, my name is Robert Hunter. And
he assumes since he's famous.
And my address is 5103 Sunset Ridge here in Ogden. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Bob.
And thank you for doing that service to the community. Any other comments before we go online? Welcome.
Good evening. Angel Castillo, Ogden resident. I wanted to talk about the work session, and I really appreciate all of the questions that the council asked during that session. As a former planning commissioner, I understand how important usage is. And I remember I had a discussion with Greg Montgomery, and one of the things he told me is that you have to think about use change as almost forever, as once you allow or change a use, it's going to remain for 30 or 50 years. And we're really needing to make sure that we understand what the community wants and needs, and as we're growing. And I cannot believe I'm about to quote Mike Lee, but there was a Twitter thing that he did a couple of weeks ago explaining about the government shutdown. And he was talking about exactly what you all were talking about, in the fact that Congress tries to jam through everything in the kitchen sink. And you, A, don't have time to read it, but B, you in order to get the good thing, you have to vote for the bad thing. And I think all of you recognize that there were bits and pieces within what was presented to you that deserve more consideration, that deserve to be careful. And I again lift up what Greg said about usage. You have to think about usages as almost forever, because when you change that usage, chances are y'all aren't going to be on council, and some of us might not be alive in 40, 50 years. And I also think that it's important that y'all aren't completely railroaded all the time. As Chair Chaburka brought up, why is it always the last minute? And I understand that staff is doing their research and that takes time, but if there are no metrics for, if you're going to present us this, it must be within this many days, because it is unfair to our citizens to be changing these usages, that they were noticed and it was put off, and they're not going to be aware of what's happening again because it's been so long. It's not on their minds. And I also agree with Councilmember Heyer and Councilmember Lopez with regards to property rights and with regards to usage. You hit it right on the head, Councilman Lopez, that certain types of businesses go to where they can afford. And if you are not accommodating for a need of a community, and that is, in my opinion, what your all's job is to filter what is best for your constituents. Are we meeting that social contract? And I am crushed that not once, while Community and Economic Development was talking to you, did they say the words local businesses. There was all this focus on bringing in outside industry, which is going to stress our natural resources and challenge our housing needs, when we in fact have many small businesses here that could use that kind of support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else here? Okay, I'll go online with Linda.
Hi, my name is Linda Sanchez, and I just want to give you all a pat on the back. This was probably the best work session that I have listened to. I loved the dialogue. I loved that you guys were thinking outside the box. You guys went back and forth. I would love to see you guys continue to do that. I just want to tell you, I do appreciate you guys sticking up for your constituents, even though if it's something that you are not necessarily facing. I could see that you guys were saying, oh, this may be a problem for some people, and you were sticking up for those people. And I just want to say, you know, literally, this was probably the best work session I've heard. I just want to reiterate, I do thank you. I do appreciate you, even though sometimes I do get crazy with you. It's only out of love to keep our checks and balances in place. With that being said, I do appreciate your guys' time and all the hard work that you guys do and will continue to do. And I will love to hear what happens when we readdress this and what questions that you will have for it. And just want to, again, thank you so much. And congratulations, Councilman Nadolski. And thank you again, and I yield back.
Thanks so much, Linda. Any other comments? Okay, any comments from the administration?
Just quickly, I wanted to thank Commissioner Jones for making the presentations this evening and for everybody who attended for the Diversity Commission recognitions. And then I did want to thank the council and council staff for making those recognitions possible. It was a relatively new item that we've added to the calendar, but I know that the Diversity Commission appreciates it a lot, and it's been a great opportunity to do some research and recognize individuals in our community for work that's being done that we might not otherwise have the opportunity to showcase. So thank you for that opportunity.
Well, agreed. Any other comments from council members?
Chair, I have a comment. I don't know if you noticed when you drove up today, but there's American flags surrounding the block. They were provided by Jenny Taylor and her foundation and put up by our city staff in honor of Constitution Day, which was Sunday, which they didn't put them up on Sunday. They put them up today for our meeting particularly. So, but it's kind of a neat thing. Drive around before you
I did notice that. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Any other comments?
Yeah, I just want to make a quick comment and thank Tracy Hansen and the folks at the county elections office. I once again am amazed at all the data that we get, and even down to the detail of this person's signature wasn't the right signature or something. And so, I think we are a model for the country on how we run our elections. And that has to do a lot with Tracy and her crew, and then Ricky Hatch and his crew. So just want to thank them for theirs.
Any other comments?
Just in that same vein, I did speak to a poll worker who was just awestruck with all of the precautions and things that are taking place to ensure the integrity of our elections. And so I think that's pretty awesome. And then also just congratulations to all those who campaigned and ran for office. I know it's not easy to put your name on the ballot and work hard and get out there and knock doors. And so for those that got the nomination, congratulations. And for those that didn't, thank you again for putting out that effort.
I just want to thank those that expressed their support and appreciation. Also thank those candidates that ran for the seats and are no longer running, but I especially want to call out Councilmember Blair. I can't express enough how much class you ran with, Marcia just said, example to the world. You're an example to the community for what a clean and classy campaign is, and I just appreciate that about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, would anybody like to call for adjournment?
But one more thing, if
Oh, sure.
I kind of slipped up. I wanted to thank Linda for the tenor of her comment. It's really nice to get an attaboy once in a while, or an attagirl. And thank you, Linda, so much for pointing out some of the good things we do. I can only speak for myself, but I have a true belief that every one of these council members up here do this because they love Ogden. Nobody's aggrandizing themselves ever, and so it's nice to be recognized. So thank you, Linda. Appreciate that. And that's all. And I'll give you a motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Weber State by 7.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I mean,
Are
you're
we
doing it
missing
the
a
whole
little bit
night.
of that, you know?
Yeah. I thought you were going to do the second.
I'll second that.
Okay. Oh, second her motion or second his?
Both.
Okay. We have a motion by Councilmember Heyer and a second by Councilmember Blair to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And we were by 7?